Strategic clarity, the ability to step back and assess the situation, challenge our current understanding, seek additional information, incorporate new insights, and take action, all in real time. This is a function of how well we have integrated our past experience and memories. Understanding our past from a wiser mindset prevents old stories from clouding our clarity about self and others.
This is about how do we affect change. Change that can take place, and change that needs to take place, but how do we affect that change to help those? And by helping those, we help the whole community. And so a lot of it is just that whole issue of mindset. A lot of us walk around. There's a lot of people walking around on a daily basis and kind of in their own little cocoons or silos, and they react to what affects them without always thinking about, well, if this affects me this way, how's it affecting that person next to me, or this person or the person over here? And I think that's kind of where I see myself now is much more confident in trying to either lead that process or at least convening and helping to change the mindset that that's where we need to get to.
Our leadership mindsets operate like an internal map that helps us navigate and make sense of our inner and outer worlds. Mindsets include the beliefs, values, and attitudes that shape our interpretations and actions. Like any map, our mindsets can be helpful and they can keep us from getting where we would like to go.
First, it was just the stepping back and looking and saying, okay, given what we do and given how our organization is, even given our small size of our organization, first of all, I have to make sure that I am where I need to be. Okay, because if I'm not where I need to be, and if my mindset is, not where it needs to be, then it's hard to, inspire, project that to others, and influence others within the organization.
Insight evolves mindsets. Current mindset, what we know, plus insight zone, what we want to know, unexamined patterns, untapped potential, unrecognized desires, equals new mindset. Understanding overused patterns can increase strategic clarity.
Certainly the overused patterns work that we did was, and I think that was a series of breakthroughs for me that happened over time, because I think initially I identified the overused patterns and tried to think about why they were having a negative impact in some cases, what I wanted to begin to think about in terms of changing them. So there was kind of the awareness of patterns, and then later there was the work that took us deeper into getting at the source of those patterns. And there were some real breakthroughs that occurred where I realized that in particular one overused pattern, in this case perfectionism for me, was not only limiting what was happening in the workplace, but it was also limiting my personal relationship at home.
Neuroscience-based interventions, reframing, working with patterns, working with narrative, a practice to develop insight. Leader outcomes, agility, dynamism, relational maturity, resilience, ability to take multiple perspectives, increase equanimity, deep insight for self and others.
As I look at the next 5 years, of at least of my career, I'm now looking way down the road of where would we like to get to and what strategically do I want to focus on to get there, rather than what day-to-day is going to happen that's going to get there. That's much more clear than it was 6 or 7 months ago. And before I did the program, I knew I needed that methodology to do that, but I just wasn't sure quite how.
Reflection questions. Are you comfortable challenging status quo thinking in yourself and others? Have you processed memories and experiences from your past to produce new understanding? Are you aware of behavior patterns that might not serve you anymore? What is the price you pay for being on autopilot?